A very warm welcome to you for this special edition of Tech 24. In today's show, we take you around a country that resembles a continent in territory and power. 1.2 billion people, 3.3 million square kilometers, 1.8 trillion US dollar GDP. India has been dubbed one of the world's next superpower. And a key factor to this giant success story is digital innovation. We start our Digital India special here in the capital, New Delhi. And our first stop is the Unique Identification Authority of India, the biggest IT project in the world, which is helping provide a unique ID number to millions of Indians. Up to half of the births in India go unrecorded, and that leaves hundreds of thousands of people out of the government system and the economy. But one man decided to do something about that, and that's NANDAN NILEKANI. We've already enrolled 500 million people. There are 100 million more to come by 2014. What's the importance of this project, in your opinion?
I think this is a very important project because it's the world's largest social inclusion project, because millions of people without an ID, because of lack of ID, they are denied a bank account, their benefits, their schooling, their traveling, everything is compromised because of lack of identity. And therefore, you can think of this as the world's largest social inclusion project.
You also created this project as an open platform, as an open programming interface. Tell us a little bit more about that.
You know, we were inspired by the internet and by GPS, global positioning systems, because both these were originally developed by governments. But over time, they became open platforms. So today you have a lot of very exciting developments on these platforms. And so we felt that if we can build the ID system also in a similar way and allow people to build new innovative applications, it will become a great thing. It will give more and more people services using their identity. The wake of all these spying revelations, how are you making sure that this data is protected, that this information is being used appropriately? Sure. Well, there's a lot of effort has gone into that. The data is completely secured, it's encrypted, it's kept off the grid, it's offline, it's kept in a very safe location, it's not available outside. We have a whole ring of perimeters of security. But most importantly, in the design of the system, we collect only very basic information that is only required for identity. So this is not like a database of everything about you. It's just your identity information, which you invoke whenever you participate in a transaction. So the very design of it is designed for privacy and security. Thank you so much for receiving us here today. I just want to ask you a final question about this massive project that the ID constitutes. Where do you think India can go with the help of its IT sector? Well, I'm very, very optimistic about that, because I think India has a lot of challenges of providing jobs and aspirations for 1 billion people. And technology can play a huge role in transforming the way we deliver things, transforming the way that people have access. So I'm very, very hopeful that information technology can make a big difference. And the Aadhaar project is just one example of how today's technology can transform the lives of 1 billion people. There are 752 million mobile phone users in India, and that includes 60% of the country's female population. A variety of mobile apps have emerged aimed at that market, including some specifically focused on women's safety.
This app is no toy. It could save lives. Official figures put the number of rapes in India at 24,000 every year, and women are increasingly turning to technology in an attempt to stay safer. Telerik India is one of many companies offering virtual assistance to women wary of travelling alone.
We had a lady who just mentioned that she was safe because she could inform their parents in time because of the app. Because it's very difficult to actually call when there is some trouble, but it's very discreet to simply press a button and send an SMS.
The Meru company has also developed an app designed to make women feel safer. When they reserve a taxi, they receive a text message with the licence plate, make and model of the car, the driver's name and an additional tracking service.
as soon as I board the cab, even if it is 1 a.m., okay, he gets the update out there that I have already boarded the cab and my current location, and every 15 minutes, my father, okay, he gets the update.
And it's often family members who are warned rather than the police, who are often accused of complacency when women report attacks. Indeed, 4 out of 5 rapes are not reported to the authorities.
See, technology is not administration dependent. So administration not working, therefore, technology therefore gives me a backup kind of feeling that I have something to rely on.
However, this technology is only available on smartphones with GPS and a contract with internet access, which renders this extra level of security out of reach of the majority of Indian women.
Despite the urban scenes you've been seeing surrounding me throughout this program, India remains an agrarian country with about 50% of the workforce dedicated to agriculture. So it's only natural that a number of digital initiatives have focused on trying to improve the sector and the lives of those who work in it.
Every 2 weeks, these groups of local farmers come and gather round a small projection screen to watch a training video produced by their peers. This simple but effective initiative was set up by the NGO Digital Green. The organisation teaches farmers how to make their own videos, allowing them to share knowledge and give solutions to problems encountered on their farms.
उसी को हम ऐसे पीस लेते, पीस के फिर ये हम मटके में गला देते, उसकी दवा फिर कपड़े में ऐसे निचोड़ लेते, फिर उसके 1 गिलास जो इसका रस और फिर 10 लीटर पानी टंकी में लेके हम छिड़काव कर देते बीमारी के लिए. तो हम बाजार की दवा नहीं लाते, इस्तेमाल इसकी दवा ये करते.
More than 53% of Indians work as farmers, yet most struggle to make a living because of socio-economic pressures and a lack of education. And that's where Digital Green comes in. Once filmed, the videos are collated and then uploaded to an online platform called FarmerBook.
FarmerBook is essentially a Facebook of the farmers that we work with. So we work with about 150,000 farmers today. And essentially what FarmerBook is doing is capturing the data about which farmers watch what video, what did they like, what did they not like, what questions did they ask, and what practices did they adopt subsequently to watching these videos, and how does that relate with their peer groups of fellow farmers.
Although internet penetration's low in rural India, smartphone usage is already helping to fill the void. And over the next 3 years, Digital Green hopes to extend its training to 1 million farmers across 10,000 villages in Ghana and Ethiopia.
Just a few examples of pioneering projects helping transform India 1 megabyte at a time. There are too many stories to tell in only one edition, but I hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks, and I'll see you next week.